Boom, boom, boom. Man, sometimes I just forget to turn that freaking thumbnail off. What is up, everybody? I hope you're doing all right. It is 4 o'clock here on the East Coast. Hope you had a wonderful day since the last time we spoke around 10 a.m. What a great show we had this morning. Man, that was a fun one, talking about Web3 gaming again. I know a lot of people really had a good time, and already sparking ideas for next week. Next week, I'm going to talk all about karate combat. And I think actually, not I, but we at the morning show. And to be honest, I think actually at 7 a.m. that morning is when the karate combat fight starts. So I'll probably just do something special that morning and just start the show super early. You know, we'll start at 7 a.m. I'll start it at 7 a.m. I'll do a stream. We'll stream the karate combat fights, and we'll talk about it while it's happening, and look at crypto and all sorts of stuff. So tomorrow will be or next week will be a long one for the Web3 gaming, but it works for it, right? Like the whole idea of Web3 gaming doesn't have to be limited to, what are those things called? The first person shooter or whatever, right? Like it could be karate combat. Like there is a token, there is an app. You can play the app and you can earn more tokens. It is up only. And so next week they got the fights in Singapore. We'll be talking about this over the next week though. But I think it's a wise idea because it is Web3 gaming day that, we'll just stream the fight. Starts at 7 a.m. It'll probably go for a good bit of the day. Probably for a while. Man, those fights usually last a while. So we'll be doing that. So shout out to you guys that are in the chat, that you are watching. Appreciate you. We have got, let's see here. Mike Meninja, Enrique Suave. There we go. Blocky, I know, was in here a little bit ago as well. Shout out to you guys over on the YouTube. If you guys are watching on X, make sure you hit the heart. Appreciate you. We are going to be getting into some news articles here. We'll see which ones we spend more time on and which ones we don't. Because the whole idea now of what we're doing is that we got a 5K to put into some coins. And we talked about this yesterday. We got a list of coins. Let me see if I can... I think I can pull this up here. Or we'll just talk about it. I need to pull it up because we got the new stuff coming up later. But so the list as it stands right now, because we are going to keep, so the total is 6,000, right? We're going to keep 1,000 in USDC so that if there's other dips that we want to take advantage of, we've still got some dry powder. Always keep a little bit of dry powder, right? And I think for the sake of not getting raked over the coals, I was deciding between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and at least having some of that in there as well. And so we are going with the king. So definitely going to put $1,000 into Bitcoin. We'll start tracking it, and we'll do it over the course of the next couple of days. I don't know if we're going to take another leg down. It kind of feels like what we're looking at right now is not sustained. It's not going to be sustained, and so. When we get to the charts and the numbers and all that stuff, we'll take a look at all this stuff. And the whole idea is we've got 10 coins and we're going to whittle it down to, 3 more. So it's going to be XRP, ASI, GRT, Jasmy, Pyth, Render, Injective, Near, ICP, or VeChain. And so we'll go through those. We'll look at some of the charts. We'll cross some things off just by the way some of the charts look. And then, hopefully by the end of the show today, we will have whittled it down. And so the 5K allocation goes as the number one pick that we want to add to the portfolio. We're going to do $2,000 of, and then we're going to add 2 more coins at $1,000. So it's going to be 3 total plus 1,000 of Bitcoin. And then we're going to keep 1,000 in USDC, like we said. So that is the plan. We will get to that at the end of the show. Not the end of the show, but after we get through some new stuff. Let's go ahead, and this is the one that I want right here. Here we go. Let's get through some house cleaning, guys. Go ahead and make sure if you are watching over on X and you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do that. It's very easy to find. You can just go to YouTube and just search JChains. I have the vanity nameplate, the vanity plate, if you will. on the back of the Lambo there on YouTube. So all you got to do is search JChains. It's youtube.com/JChains, and you'll find it. But make sure you're subscribed there. We're going to be doing some special content that's just going to be going there pretty soon. I am now like half monetized, so I can do like memberships and other things. And so maybe we'll do like some special things, like with special interviews that we're going to be like actually amazingly lined up. So we'll think about all that stuff in the future. But make sure you are subscribed in anticipation of the future. Y'all are the early birds, so let's get those worms, baby. Get those worms. All right, there's that one. So the first article that I got pulled up for today, obviously, we got the CPI numbers this morning. Things were reported kind of better than maybe we thought or were expecting. So inflation looks like it's slowing down. Now, remember, they lied about jobs. I'm sure they're lying about inflation. I'm sure they lied just about every single thing, right? So take it with the grain of salt and how this is all playing out. But as inflation continues to show signs of slowing toward the Fed's 2% goal, officials have focused increasingly on the labor market. Now we are expecting, I believe, the percentage of chance that it was going to go 50 has gone down absolutely significantly. So it's looking like we're getting a 25 BP cut tomorrow, and the whole thing is great. That's a great start. Nowhere near enough. We talked about this yesterday. CryptoFace had said it, and it really kind of like, put the light bulb moment off inside my head. Was just like, well, wait a second. Like, I mean, interest is so freaking high right now. Like, we spent, a couple years just going up, up, up. And one rate cut that doesn't, repair all the damage of all that up, 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 up. Like, we got to go down quite considerably, right? And so that's not going to be enough for people to be incentivized to borrow money again, not in the way that you would want or that we would expect. Now, is it going to help? Absolutely. Anytime they lower the rate, like, it's going to help. But the whole idea of, we need more. And I think it was yesterday we were looking at an article on this show, and it was saying that, some larger firms are baking in a 240 basis point reduction over the next 12 months. There was something like 100 and some points by the end of this year in cuts, and then 240 by the next 12 months. So the end of this month next year, and that's something that would make a lot of sense. Are we going to go there? Who knows? Or if they're, I would expect maybe somewhere that to be like a half truth, right? Like, maybe not that much, but we know we have to get a little bit closer to where we were in order for people really to start again borrowing money the way that they should, but or at least that's the way that they want us to. The price of Bitcoin is slightly down today, as we know that. We'll take a look at numbers at the end of the day, but it really went up and then kind of, it's been an up and down. Where are we at right now? Let's just, for the sake of telling the story, 57.6. So prices rose less than expected in the 12 months through August. CPI rose 2.5% on an annual basis. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today. Economists expected the index, which tracks price changes across a basket of goods and services, to increase 2.6 year over year. So as we know, the markets, they a little bit of a wild ride today. But all in all, what was it? It was almost like an even day. Yeah, it's like down 0.5% right now. So all in all, the last 24 hours have been, the bookends have been stable. A little bit of a wild ride in between, if you will. Let's look at this one. There was an article I'd seen in Bitcoin Magazine. UK Parliament introduces a bill to recognize Bitcoin and crypto as personal property. That'll be interesting. It's really interesting how this is all going to play out in the world of finance and, tax and all sorts of stuff. You got some countries use it as a currency. Some find it as an asset. Some people speculate. Some people, want to have it as a currency we're talking about having as also, the reserve currency Jesus. Let's just try again. Let's just read this tweet. Let's just do that. Sometimes I just can't talk. You know how it goes. Everybody's got those moments where you get tongue twisted and nothing comes out correct. All right. Just in, UK Parliament introduces a bill to recognize Bitcoin as personal property. This came from the actual the gov.uk website. Very interesting. Tech-savvy owners of Bitcoin and other digital assets will benefit from greater legal protection thanks to an important clarification to the law. Interesting. So the UK moving forward. Let's see what happens everywhere else throughout the world. That's fantastic to see. Here was an article about Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, ASI, as you know, one of the coins that I mentioned, thinking about putting in that portfolio, reveals kudos merger proposal aiming to strengthen decentralized AI compute. Probably feels like a word got left off there. Computing? Nope, it's an E. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. Here's another article. Ethereum whales increase the supply share, now control 43% of all ETH. On data shows that Ethereum whales contribute or accumulate more crypto as their supply share has risen. Ethereum whales 43%, as we said. What else we got here? The groups in question here refer to the divisions of the assets on user base based on holding size. You got the retail, the investors, and then the whales. What do you always got to do? You got to swim with the whales. Follow that money, baby. Once holders exceed this 0.01% mark, they start having a more important standing on the network. I assume that's of the supply. Yes, the ETH supply and circulation. Beyond this range are the most powerful entities in the world, the whales. These holders carry more than 1% of the ETH supply in their balance, which converts to over $2.83 billion at the current exchange rate. Below is the chart shared by the analytics firm, which shows how the distribution of ETH supply has changed between these three groups over the history of the blockchain. So we've got the green is whales, the blue investors, and the yellow is retail. That was extremely hard to read for some reason. Zoom in a little bit. How's that look? There we go. And so obviously retail has, gone through its fair share. It kind of feels like, the whales, as the article states, their fair share of the pie is increasing, but it's maybe an ebb and flow, right? Maybe they have it in anticipation of the run to, exit liquidity, man. That's kind of how bull markets run. And so I would say that is just the whales prepping up for the run, ready to dump on y'all. That's why we're going to get Bitcoin. We're going to add ETH. Shout out to the chat. What's up, everybody? Smash the like, hit the heart, do the things. Got to have 8 in there, huh, Corey? Possibly. I actually don't have it on the list, but I did put it in the tweet just so that people would know that I'm thinking of them, right? I'm not that mean anymore. I'm going to try to lay off the jokes, let the jokes just write themselves, and I just won't even tell them. But we'll see. There is some thought into putting some ADA in there. It is one of the ones that AJ was telling me that is showing signs of breakout. There is like a list. I think I might have stashed it away so that no one could find it. A list of coins that are all looking to break out, and several of them on the list here that we're that we're going to put together for our portfolio. But things to be paying attention to. Is Ripple, excuse me. Is Ripple XRP a millionaire maker? It could be. It probably will be if you were smart enough, if you got it cheap enough, if you bought enough, if you have enough money. Yeah, at some point, someone's going to get make $1 million off of XRP. Probably a lot more. Let's read through the key points and then we'll move on because I want to get to the portfolio section. I want to start looking at all this stuff. Bitcoin is often seen as a long-term store of value akin to digital gold. XRP is designed for fast, low-cost international money transfers via the RippleNet service. The Ripple crypto promising future depends on the adoption of RippleNet payments and growing acceptance of cryptocurrencies. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. 100%. Ripple at some point is going to rip. Rip will ripple. Ripple will rip. That's what I meant to say. Cool. Solana recorded the highest daily active addresses ever. This article came out last night at 10 p.m. my time. Solana blockchain has surpassed previous records for daily network users. Artemis noted that Sol's 24-hour users exceeded the 5 million mark on September 10th, while the chain's closest competitor hovered just above 2.5 million daily active wallets on the same day. And they did how many? Oh, 5 million, sorry. Exceeded 5 million. Okay, so double. Damn. Here we go. Here's a list and a graph. So the green, I would assume. All right. Yeah, great. Love to see that. Active users on Solana, baby. Pump.fun. I don't use Pump.fun. I don't know about you guys. That was not part of my crypto strategy. That just seemed like, to me, the Pump.fun thing, man, it was that's just a way for a lot of people to lose their money. I played that game, the Dex Tools Dex Screener game, where you find the ones just launching, and you get into that, or you go onto the pink sheets and find the bonding curve and blah 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 blah. It's just those things seem like just it was thrilling for a while. There was a couple wins, a couple losses, just not at the end of the day, it ended up being not part of my crypto plan after a while. Fun while it lasted, but got old pretty quick. But anyway, moving on to another article here. PancakeSwap launched its Telegram bot for BNB price predictions powered by AI. I know a lot of people like their Telegram bots. I've not tried one of these yet. Let's see. I'm going to actually put a poll up on YouTube. So if you guys are, you should. If you are, well, how do I do? Yeah, here we go. You should visit the YouTube channel and vote in the poll, just so we can make this a little bit more scientific. You know what I'm saying? So the question is going to be, have you installed a Telegram bot for your crypto? All right, it's just a yes or no, man. Real easy. So just pop onto the YouTube channel and then go ahead and answer the question. Real easy. And while you're there, why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe? And while you're at it, you might as well hit the like on the video. If you're just watching on X, make sure you hit the heart. And if, always, what I like about the YouTube people in the YouTube channel, while there's not as many as I get on X, and that is a fact, right? And it's a very, very disproportionate number, right? A lot more viewers on X than on YouTube, and that's cool with me. Like, that's fine. But the whole idea is that the YouTube people are very consistent with having more likes than viewers present in the video. So we're usually well over 100% like to watch ratio, which is unheard of, right? Like, absolutely unheard of. And so I would just probably think at some point the X users are going to be like, well, shit, dude, that's not cool with us, man. Like, we want to be the kings. We want to be the kings of the like. We want to like this video so much that he starts talking about us having that 100% ratio. Let's go. LFG, baby. All right, let's get back in this. Telegram bot stuff. Let's see. Do we got any votes on the poll yet? Yeah, we do. No, nobody has done it. Same. I know several people who have installed them. Not me though. Not my jam, baby. I use Telegram for business. Business. All right. All right. Let's get back here. In celebration of its 4th anniversary, happy almost birthday, PancakeSwap. They launched their first ever prediction bot on Telegram, a novelty that seeks to bring excitement of its prediction market directly to one of the most popular messaging apps. This new bot allows for users to predict BNB price movements in 5-minute intervals, providing a more convenient and accessible way to participate in the market. Oh, we're just going to say love this. All right. Just wanted to say love that real quick. This initiative, PancakeSwap, aims to bring prediction opportunities to a wider and more diverse audience. Stands out, blah, 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 blah. To celebrate its 4th birthday, PancakeSwap has announced a giveaway with a total of $4,444 in rewards. The campaign is scheduled for September 22nd, divided into 2 parts. The first part, the lucky reward, will award 100 random users $33.33 each for those who make cumulative predictions or at least $5 using the Telegram bot. The second part, the top predictions pool, will reward 3 users with the highest net earnings during the campaign with prizes of $555, $333, and $223 respectively. There you go. Celebrate with PancakeSwap. Is anybody even using PancakeSwap anymore? If you need some BNB stuff, yeah, but I'm not on that chain a lot. Not me. All right. Here's our RWA story of the day. Tokenized RWA platform Huma Finance gets a $38 million investment, plans expansion into Solana and sellers Soroban. I would definitely say, let's see, is this there's nothing in the It does not say that it was a paid for article. All right, so that's good. Oh, look at these guys. Look at these gentlemen here. Is that the team? The founders of Huma Finance and ARF. All right. The fundraising round consisted of $10 million equity investments and $28 million investments in real world assets on Huma's platform. Interesting. I wonder what the investments are. So, these are I want to like look into that and see what are the what were the investments of real world assets on their platform. Let's take a look at that. Huma Finance. Huma Finance. Huma powers financing on global plans with instant liquidity. All right. Launch the app. Access is restricted. Oh. Huh. Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I think we could probably fix that. We want to go back. We'll just go here for 1 second. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean for my screen to go out of here completely. All right, there is that. Let's say all right. Now, let's see. Let's launch this app. I want to check out this website here. What? Oh, maybe we need to maybe we need to clear our cookies. Maybe it's just not going to work. We'll try one more time. Let's refresh. All right, launch the app. All right. Well, all right. Something didn't work out there. I wanted to check this out because I'd like to see what the assets are that they have. That'd be really cool to see. As you guys know, I've been looking a lot at RWAs, always trying to find what's going to be popping in next. And so this is something I'm going to keep on my radar. All right. I'm going to pull that eventually and send it down. All right, here is another article. I thought this one, you guys know me. I love articles that have mainstream names in there. Great for our space. So let's see what this one says. Ford, Toyota double down on blockchain as driverless car tech stagnates. Interesting. The automakers led the field in blockchain technology patent filings for Q2 of 2024. Interesting. When was the last time we looked at patent filings? Man, it feels like the metaverse days. That was a long time ago when we were very consistently looking at patent filings. Golly. Oh man, that just brings back some PTSD, some good and some bad PTSD. Holy smokes. So that's pretty funny. Interesting. All right, let's get into this article. Ford and Toyota continue to lead the way when it comes to development of blockchain-based vehicle technology, at least according to a slate of recent patent filings from both automotive firms. Between the two of them, they filed a total of 43 blockchain-related patents in the second quarter of 2024. Overall, the number of patents filed in the industry was fewer than quarter two than in the previous quarter. Okay, so things are going to get cooking here for blockchain. See, like this is like you don't have to have a coin or a crypto for blockchain technology to be implemented. In some ways, they perform, and tokens maybe, and I understand that, but not everything has to have a cryptocurrency, which is fantastic. Love to see this. Hopefully, there's some NFT patents, all sorts of things. It's not just really interesting. I wonder what some of these patents are. The patents filed by Ford and Toyota and other automotive industry companies in the past few months address myriad concerns within the sector. Ford, for example, recently filed a patent that could ostensibly provide immutable provenance for vehicle ownership. That's NFTs, obviously. Okay. Per the filing, Ford system would manage ownership data of a vehicle, including changes in ownership in the vehicle via smart contracts that execute automatically in response to real-time event data. Okay, blockchain is the immutable ledger. Toyota filed patent indicates that the company is exploring the development of an internal blockchain-based system to manage non-fungible token related to its vehicles. Okay, same thing. The system would ensure that vehicles in storage, such as those held by dealers until sale, are accurately reflected on the blockchain ledger. I wonder if they have a lot of fraud. Where it's because I know that's like there's like some deal where dealers have to buy a certain amount of vehicles and all that stuff, and then they return them or they sell and whatever. I don't know a ton about the automotive industry, a little bit, but not enough to probably go too much farther than that. So really interesting. Driverless vehicle technology. I know I am super bullish on that in the future. That is one thing that I'm really looking forward to. We talked about that in the morning show recently. I think we were talking about autonomous vehicles, and I think it probably stemmed from that Rolls-Royce video. I think a lot of people probably got a chance to see. That was really cool, very spacious on the inside. I would say that the wheel wells on that are not my favorite, but again, it's a concept car. It's probably not how it would turn out anyway. But the whole idea of driverless vehicles, to me, I'm extremely bullish on. Like, I want that so bad. Like, and I go on a long trips. Like, I take a lot of trips, and so to be with my family more and get them to come with me more. Like, it'd be great if we had like this little pod that we would go into, and it knows the destination. And it takes us there. Like, we've all seen, some of those videos and the renderings and all sorts of things where, it's like this little mini bus. Everybody's got this little personal bus where you could go in there. Maybe it's like a little couch seating and a table. And so you could work, you could like do what you need to do, if you've got a long commute or if you've got a long road trip or whatever it may be. We're a long ways away from that, but that's the future of autonomous vehicles is something that I am personally looking forward to. I want that in my life. And obviously, after this bull run, my goal is to probably have a Tesla, and I've always wanted the X. So I'll probably get the X. Love the back doors that do that. So that will be my move after the bull run. For now, man, I am just having so much fun riding the motorcycle again. I'll tell you what, it is so much fun. All right. Where are we at? Driverless vehicle technology. Got through, I think this will be the last article anyway. So we got through all of those with enough time for us to spend on some coins. And I love that. Let's just read some of the stuff about driverless vehicle technology. Toyota and Ford have both shown signs of adjusting their respective strategies to focus on driver assistance technologies over the autonomous ones. Recent gathering featured hundreds of insiders working on driverless car, and industry showed that while optimism remains high among the companies involved, the general tenor of the technology world is that the collective community still hasn't solved the challenges preventing robot taxis from going public. Why can't we have robot taxis go public? Why can't we have all this stuff? And it's so far in the future, and we're so far off from everybody being able to afford an electric vehicle or an autonomous vehicle. And so it's unrealistic to think that this is going to happen, say, in the next 10 years. Who knows, right? There might be some massive, massive change, but I wouldn't expect to shift to a fully autonomous vehicle society by any stretch of the imagination within the next 10 years. I would like to see the trucking industry change. I am not the biggest fan of, if we can simplify the truck game and make that a little bit safer for people. I'll tell you what, man, again, as someone who does a lot of road trips, a lot of interstate driving, shout out to our commerce people. I get it, man. They get our shit where it needs to go. Just some of these drivers are fucking idiots. Wow. And they're terrible at driving. Jesus. All right. That's it for the news for the day, ladies and germs. Takes us to the halfway point. It's a great, great time for me to remind you, if you are watching on X, we got about 70 people watching on X. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can show you this. This is usually, I'll do this about the halfway point. So I'm gonna go to my profile here on X. As you can see, there you go. Now watch this. This is super easy because again, there's 70 of you watching, 69 now. I'm gonna make it 70 myself. There we go. Oh, let me turn me down. All right. So you're watching like this. You're like, man, this is cool. I like watching this guy. He's got this crypto show. This is fun. Well, watch this. You just go like this. Zoop. Boom. You see that? Now watch. If you hit this right here, that little heart turns red. Boom. And then you just go back to watching. Boom. So if a couple of y'all do that for me, that'd be fantastico, amigos. Appreciate you. Just smash that heart over on X, smashing the like over on YouTube. I'll tell you what, we are still over with more viewers getting those likes too on YouTube. Still over 100% watch to like ratio. So shout out to my YouTube people, man, my X people, my people on X on Twitter. Just need you to hit that heart just a little bit harder, just a little bit harder. All right, let's get into the crypto numbers. The second part, the most important part. Because remember, guys, a couple of things. Let's just get through some more house cleaning really quick. Make sure that you head on over. Another thing you're going to want to do if you like participating in the Web3 Breakfast Morning Show, we know that we give away $1,300 in Gotti every week. And so tomorrow is Thursday, which means we're going to be giving away $200. All you got to do is go to the Web3 Breakfast profile. It's just at Web3 Breakfast over on X, and look at the pinned post. It's talking about Bitcoin Thursday and Web3 Breakfast. That is the post that you're going to want to follow, the little steps there to qualify for that entry to win yourself $100 in Gotti. I tell you what, man, if you're listening and you win tomorrow, it's because you're listening right now. Congratulations. In another dimension, that's already happened. The pick has already happened. You've already won. You've already got the coins in your wallet. How freaking weird is that? That's in another dimension. We're not there. We're here. So good luck to you for now, but congratulations to you tomorrow, to both of you. All right. Also, there was something else. There was the Gotti giveaway. I wanted to make sure that we hit on that. We make sure that we like, subscribe, we do all that stuff. We're going to be putting together a 5K portfolio over the next couple days in order to really start trying to maximizing some gains. And I don't think that will just sit on all the coins the whole time. Maybe the Bitcoin, something like that. And obviously, you know, we'll maybe get in and out of things with our $1,000 of USDC. But now we've got to wean a list down of 10 to 3. It's going to be a challenge. And so we're going to do this over the next 24 hours. So we're going to look at coin market cap. We'll look at Dex. We don't need to look at Dex tools for that, but we will look at Dex tools to look at some of my favorite meme coins. I will take some of your suggestions in the YouTube chat. So make sure that you guys pop into the YouTube, take advantage of voting in our poll. Remember, we've got a poll up there saying, have you installed a Telegram bot for crypto? And as of right now, 25% of the people have said yes, 75% of the votes have said no. So we'll see what that's like in about 30 minutes from now when we get on out of here for the day. All right. Shout out to you guys in the chat over on YouTube. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Crypto. Not really doing much. Like I said when we begin the show, it's really, it's been choppy over the last 24 hours. But if we look at our bookends, we're about where we were. So there's really no change, right? 0.29% in the last 24 hours. So while we did take a violent dip down to like 55 something on Bitcoin, let's just pop open this chart ski really quick here. Where do we get to this morning? 55.5. So it was a rough morning with a nice little recovery. So some choppy volatility. Remember, it went down even with kind of the good information this morning. But at the end of the day, hey, we're sitting at 57.5 on Bitcoin. Now, again, we were going to put definitely $1,000 of Bitcoin into our 5K portfolio. So that's a given. So I have noted that over on the Excel sheet. So I'll bring that up in just a little bit after we get through some of these coins, and then we'll start looking at the charts for the coins that we want to get in. All right, so we got Bitcoin again, 57.5. We got Ethereum, 2343. That is down almost 2% today. So that one's taking a little bit more of a hit than Bitcoin is. You got Bitcoin at 531, Solana 132, XRP at almost 54 cents. Where is our friends? Cardano sitting at number 1134, a little over 34.5 cents. AVAX $23.5. Chainlink 1044. Man, that should be one that I think that we add. I think that 1044 seems like a steal, but there are a lot of steals and there are a lot of coins that are looking like they are primed to pop. They are ready to break out. So we'll get to those. Let's see let's see anything down on the day that might successfully sway our decision here. Nothing really here. Not really trying to add more immutable, although I do love immutable at $1.26. I think maybe, we talked about different dimensions earlier. I'm going to write IMX here. It's not one that I was thinking about adding, but if no, we're not going to add. We are not going to add IMX right now. I have not touched my bag of it. I've got a nice personal bag of IMX in cold storage, so I'm not touching that. No need to add any more. Render is one of those. I like that it is down 5% in the last 24 hours. That might be one that we expeditiously get in, but we'll double check this. So I'm just going to put a little check mark by Render to make sure that we know that it is down 5%. Okay. Psy, that's not on our list, but not out of the realm of possibility. Popcat, I like the idea, and there's maybe something to taking some of our USD3 or some of our USDC, throwing it on Femex, and doing what AJ kind of advised. I know he talked about this on his Telegram. He's talked to me about it a couple times, and I've heard him talk about it on his show. Is the violent ups and downs of Popcat over the course of a couple days, right? Like you might see a nice, again, a nice pump, and then it might, correct back down. But it always seems to have these very large moves. So that's something to be thinking about that we can do and kind of, deploy some of our dry powder, just kind of get in and out of it because, like on Femex, you're using USDT anyway. So we're just, get in and out of trades like that. So we'll see what happens there. Keep you posted on that. The graph, love to see that one. That is one of the ones that AJ and I were talking about before the show. My show today was the graph, and that was one of his ads that he thought would provide tremendous value as far as over the course of the next incoming bull run. So that's one that we're definitely going to take a look at. I was a holder of the graph a long time ago, and then since had sold, and so maybe it's time to come back home. Maybe it's time to come back home, baby. Brett, I do love Brett. I have stuff over on the base ecosystem. I do have some dry powder there. I might actually pick up some more Brett just for me personally there. Not something in this portfolio we're going to be completely transparent about. I'll show it every single day. We'll go through it. If you guys got some suggestions, we'll talk about it. We'll look at it, and maybe we'll make some updates live. You never know. You never know. Pyth, that's one of the ones that's on our list, down 3% on the week. Let's see what else, or 3% on the last 24 hours. Let's see what's down on the week. Anything worth checking out? Ethereum down almost 4.5% on the week. Not something I want to add to the portfolio though. XRP, that is one of the top ones that I'm looking at. So man, I mean that could be the three right there, but we've got so many good options. My gosh. Let me just pull this up again so that you guys can see. The list that I'm looking at here. Let's go here. Stop that. Present. Share screen. Window. Share right here. All right. So this right here is the list. This is the list of the coins that we have got to pick between. And so, again, I do like the idea of the graph. I love the idea of Render. I think, both with Render down 5% in the last 24 hours, that might be one to put on the absolute watch list and fast track into the portfolio, only because it'd be nice to take advantage of a quick correction. And even these are all positions. They can be scalps. They can be day trades. They can be long-term holds. It all depends on how they perform, right? And that's why we're going to take the next couple days to really decide what we want to do here. My Ninja 4 says, I like the Toyota hydrogen car design. I don't know anything about this. What is this? Toyota hydrogen car. Oh, that's sleek looking. I like that. You guys Google that. Toyota unveils its first new hydrogen car in a decade to go on sale this autumn. Very cool looking. That's a sleek looking vehicle, I'll tell you what. Good job, Toyota. All right. So if there's anything on this list that someone's like, no, dude, like literally don't even think about that one, right? Like, what's everybody's thoughts of Jasmy, right? I know a lot of people love it. It's Japan's Bitcoin, Japan culture. And, when the markets go in the right direction, that one has the potential to actually just fly off the shelf. ASI or FET, it's still FET, I think is the ticker. ASA or the Alliance is what the name of it is now. The the artificial superintelligence. It's a tough list, man. And I don't think that we want to spread the basket too thin. I think we want to kind of go with it. Now we can keep this list and we can kind of jump in and out and, look at them and pay attention to the charts. And, maybe they don't all perform at the same time. And there is ways to get in and out, something we'll have to take a look at. Aleph. Oh, that's a really good one. That is a good one. And I know that there's 1,000 coins that I missed on this list. It's just we wanted to make sure that some of these that are getting ready to go, that if we put a couple of them in there and say we play the odds and say we put, two of them in and, one of them absolutely rips and one doesn't go as good, or maybe one goes down a little bit. It's still, the odds of putting two that are showing signs of about to break out, I think is the odd that I want in there. So, that's a good. My guy's name is wrong. Funny comment. All right, let's see. So that was it for the week there. All right, let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see. We want to do this. I want to make sure that I present my screen with the chart. There we go. All right. And so with Bitcoin, obviously, you guys know that we're going to add $1,000 into the portfolio. And so what I want to do is just kind of wait for the right opportunity, right? I think, if you listen to AJ and let's just say we can even take it from here, right? Currently things are looking down. Like it's a downtrend, right? It's lower highs every time from here to here to here. So we're still on a downtrend, right? And so the one thing that I've learned from AJ, and this has been a change in my strategy and mentality because of it, which is fantastic, is that why would you guess? You react, right? And so, I'll be taking the time, at some point today and just, get the lines where I need them to be and then set alerts on those lines. And this way, when the alerts go off, you're reacting to what you've kind of already, you put this information in, you've put, these lines in for a reason, because if it touches here, this could be the next step. So now, you don't miss it, because that's one of the biggest things. Like, the biggest, I would say, the biggest thing that traders need to understand, I guess, is the ability to sit by your computer or have the ability to be alerted when something's going on, right? I've tried doing the trade thing and I get distracted a lot, and I might find myself that I was in a trade this morning and it's now 8 o'clock at night and I'm getting ready for bed. It's like, oh shit, I'm in a trade. Where are we? It's been great. I've also it's funny, when we were doing Meta Money, when we were doing, or was that New Money Gang at that point? When we did the $100,000 challenge, when was that? And that's when I got wrecked. That's when I got absolutely destroyed. But I was flying to Vegas and left a trade open on the flight, and just, I think I'd either taken a nap or whatever. I just wasn't paying attention to it. And when I landed in Vegas, I think I was up like 40 grand, $35,000, something like that. Like, it was wild. But it's all about reacting, not guessing. And back then I was guessing. And again, it's all about taking this strategy that you learn from people who are proven, who are consistently doing the, winning and doing the right thing. And so, it's all about reacting, not guessing. And so, I want to add Bitcoin into the portfolio for this, but I want to do it at the right time. So we're going to react. We're going to set the lines and figure out when the right time to get in. If we do see another leg down to the lower 50s, I'd rather be buying $1,000 of Bitcoin at 53 than 57, and that's just me. And if that's what it's going to do, then we'll at least have an idea that potential is there, or we can rule it out. So that's the whole thing with Bitcoin. All right, but we are going to add it for sure. Let's see. All right, what's next? XRP ski. I do like the idea of a long-term hold of XRP. And so we may, and I'm going to keep this like it's a numbers, it's not Excel, but I'm going to keep this chart and keep notes of things that I want to do. And so like I want to have some XRP before it rips right in this portfolio. Maybe this isn't the time for it. Maybe this isn't the time to be loading up on any XRP. Maybe we save some of that. So we put that USDC that we've got, that $1,000, we put a little earmark like, hey, let's be cognizant of maybe deploying some of this capital to XRP at some point. And so something we want to be thinking about. So XRP, let's put a little asterisk. We put a check next to it, but let's make a little asterisk that this might be a USDC play. All right. And I should do this here. All right, ASI. Let's get on that one. It's going to be FET, isn't it? Still FET, yes. All right, let's go. FET USDT. Phoenix, here it is. All right, this looks like one that if we're going to get, we may, you're showing a green dot here. This is the daily. We're looking like we've got, when was this? This was 2 days ago. You got a green dot there, since pumped. This is one definitely to watch, man. I think that the future, everybody knows the future of AI, and obviously this alliance is going to be massive. And so, it obviously would have been much nicer to get this down here in the 80-cent range, but it is what it is. This is what we're doing now. So we're gonna have to spend a little more. But at the end of the day, I would say that this thing is going to when we get to where we need to be, this thing is going to rip. And so I like it. I like ASI. We'll put a little star next to that one. Let's see. Do we still have the graph on the list here? No, we don't. So we're gonna have to search here. GRT USDT. Here we go. All right. This one looks like we are still in a downtrend here on graph. Love this. This is one that we are probably going to, I would say there's probably a slightly higher than 50% odd that the graph is going to make our portfolio, only because you have to, this looks like more of an opportunity than some of the other charts. It looks like it, might have gotten the bottom here, and we might be catching this like right around that level, that that maybe 12-cent level, or excuse me, high 12, so low 13 level. Definitely love GRT. That's one we already checked. That might be a solid check. Now the question is it going to be the $2,000 pick or one of the $1,000 picks? Remember, we're going to be picking $2,000 and then two $1,000 to round up our $4,000 and $1,000 of Bitcoin, and there's our 5K portfolio with 1,000 on the side. So it's technically a 6, but that's just dry powder. We don't count dry powder in the portfolio at all. Ever, never. Only when it turns into a coin. All right, what is next? Next, we have got Jasmy. I know everybody loves Jasmy. I know my mom owns some Jasmy. I need to get some Jasmy. Let's see what we got here. Jasmy USDT. Here it is. I mean, it's this is one of those ones, man. I'm telling you, it's the same thing AJ said. Here we go. We've hit a bottom. We've got a very sharp downtrend, as you can see. It's you know, it's not perfect, but obviously, you know, you can see and you know, obviously the bottom here. So we are getting dangerously close to where this is going to break out. Like this might happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. You never know. So Jasmy, pooey, a lot of people love it, man. I feel like, again, when you think about Japanese culture, when you think about the narrative, all that kind of stuff has the potential to go on an absolute tear. This may be one to I don't think we're going to fast track it. Now that decision may get made to do. But this one looks like we're running dangerously close to make it or break it time. So we might want to get on the ball there. Shout out to y'all in the chats. Hey, I see Ellie in the house. What's up, Ellie? Cubic zirconia hands. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you smash the like, hit the heart, do the things, tag your friends, let them know. And don't forget to also show up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It is Bitcoin Thursday day. Bitcoin Thursday. We don't have to say the day again. Oh. All right, let's look at what is next. It was Pyth. Oop, that's not what I want. Pyth USDT. Femix. Ooh, I like how this one is curved. AJ said always curves are good. That is a nice curve. That one looks like it's probably done curving. This looks like we're starting to go up here. Looks like it might be, Pyth might be one to look at. I don't know if it's going to make the portfolio, but that might be one to look at. I like that chart. If AJ was, it sounds like he might be recording something. If he wasn't, I'd yell to him and have him come here. All right. I like Pyth though. Render. Let's see what Render's got. See what that chart looks like. Render. All right, let's just look at Bybit. Whoa. That's not. I misspelled that. We were looking at something completely different. Render. I was on Rondo. Render? Perpetual. We'll just look at the perpetual. It's fine. All right. Might have missed the bottom here, but render is going to be massive. This is going to be man, this is the one that we want because it's down 5% today, huh? I don't know if that's, we talked about putting it in because it's 5% down today. I don't know if that's the right move. I don't think this one's going to go yet. I think this one's going to go down some more. So let's put later. Render, we're going to put on the potential USDC plus list. Put that there. There we go. There we go. All right, what's next? Injective. Shout out to my Injective fans out there. Let's see what we got. This one looks like it's been spending the last couple days coming back. Let's zoom it out. How does the overall chart looks like? We've got a lot of room to go to get back to even a 2024 all-time high. Much less anything else that may be back there. Nope. Okay, so definitely some room to run. I like Injective. I like Injective a lot. I know there's some people that have been talking about it. It looks like it is. All right, so we were going to want to chart this one out because we are definitely still making lower highs. And it looks like, with the exception of here, these have all been lower lows. And so I don't know if this is the breakout, but I would probably hold off on this one. So we're going to hold for now. We're gonna hold that and see if that's got some more downward movement in it before we try to get into Injective. So, all right. What is our next one that we got is Near Protocol. Ah, damn. I feel like Near BlackRock. That's not what I want. Near is one that I really think is going to do some good shit in the run, man. This is another one. It is just looking like we're just doing higher lows. Oh no, lower lows, excuse me, and lower highs. So this is one we're going to hold on. See if we can get a better entry. Let's see if we can get it back down in the low 3, mid 3 range for Near Protocol. So we'll keep that on the watch list. ICP. I think ICP might have done some big stuff recently, right? I feel like I remember seeing that. Yeah. That thing's been on a rip. So we missed this one. So we could put this on the watch list and see if it comes back down, see if it has a correct into the $7 range. If not, we'll be looking at some other opportunities. Doesn't mean that this one's out. I mean, I think I had bought some originally back when it was like $12. So definitely might have been before June, I feel like. Anyway, looks like I'd probably wait to see if this is going to do like another down and loop. And if it does, maybe like in mid-September, it's probably not going to last that long. So maybe the next couple of weeks, we'll see if it takes another down. But ICP is a hold for now. And then our last one to check today is a VeChain. Love VeChain, VFam for life. I don't know if you guys know that. I actually have to look and see. There's the potential. I'm going to go full screen on this. I got to do my research. There is the potential that I own the first NFT ever minted on VeChain. I've got to double check this before I go any farther. I just want to let you know, I still hold every VeChain NFT, right? VFam for life. Now I gotta fact check myself on that, and I will do that. I'm in for $500 on Near at 365. Where was Near at? Let's look on CoinMarketCap. Near Protocol. We've got $4. You said you're in at 365. Nice. Looks like that thing had a nice little dipski to it. Yeah, there you go. That'd been nice to get that there. That'd have been nice. Let's look at the monthly. Were we down anything? There you go. Man, looks like you got yourself a great entry, brother. Have a good bull run. Have a good run, unless you're swing training it. I don't know. VeChain is CCP? Shoot, I didn't know that, my dude. I had no idea, brother. Share this tab and said, well, come on, man. Why you gotta derail me like that? They're not CCP. There's no way. This one looks like we got to wait for more of an opportunity. I'm going to hold on VeChain. I would love VeChain. I have got a in my personal portfolio. I've got some VeChain, but we're going to hold on this for now and see if we've got some more downward action to go, or if it does break out. Again, I'll be setting up lines so we can look at these again tomorrow. I will probably have the updated list. I'll put out a tweet, see what everybody thinks, see if there's anything else that we need to add. Maybe something, just, when you're entrenched in this shit every day, all day, sometimes something's totally missed. There might be, like right before the show is when I said, Jesus, I got to add at least Bitcoin or Ethereum. And so that was something that didn't even escape me. I was too degen in my mind. I didn't even think about adding Bitcoin. So maybe there's something that I'm completely missing. I will get a list out of what we started with, what we're looking at, what we're kind of the plan is, and then we'll go from there. And then on tomorrow's show, hopefully we will maybe we'll make some decisions. I think that that's going to be the plan, is to make some decisions. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk about it a little bit on the morning show tomorrow. But if not, it's okay. The whole idea is to talk about Bitcoin now. We will be adding Bitcoin to the portfolio, so maybe I'll sneak it in, you know? All right. Well. I believe that's it for like now. I got to go back, collect my notes, figure it out, decide what I'm going to do on some of these things. And then again, I will get a post out. And then if you're like watching this, and I didn't do the best job of watching the oh, real quick, Neil, so I use High IQ up on top, and then I use Market Cipher B down below. So just like the setup that, you know, kind of we're all working with. And then some of the indicators that I have on are the ones that, you know, AJ tells me. I've got the 200-day was off. I got to change some of those because I got to put the 50 and I think the 50 and the 200 on, or I got to talk to him. But I use the DEMA and Lux Algo. And so a couple of things that AJ showed me to use. And so, as you guys know, we did a show with Trademaster a few weeks ago on the Web3 Breakfast Show, and so I'll actually have a code for high IQ indicators. I think it saves you like 30% or something like that. It's the code's JChains, but I'll figure out a way to get you guys some information on that, and so that you guys can get the indicator. If you guys have been paying attention, that one of the it's not an actual indicator. There's no alert on it yet. It's the green arrows or the red arrows that go up or down. 9 times out of 10, there's usually a big movement. Might not be sustained, but there is a big movement that goes with it. And so that alert is actually going to be launching very soon, an indicator. And so with that, you know, we'll be doing some arrow hunting for sure. So you're going to want to get that. You can do it with me, but you're going to want to get it. So you can do it at your leisure. All right. I believe that is going to be it for the day. Fam, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on X, which I know well over 100 of you are going to want to tap the heart. So it's really easy. I was showing it earlier. Like if you're on my portfolio or my profile, it's well, if I'm on, when I get to my profile, it's very easy, man. Just like you just twist your phone, you can hit the heart. I'd appreciate it if you do it on your way out. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for Web3 Breakfast at 9 a.m. Eastern. Adios, amigos. Take care of yourself. Be great. Make yourself better than you were yesterday. Do it. Just do it. See you tomorrow.